Now we can start?
No. A very good evening, everyone from India, and also a great refreshing morning and vivacious noon to all the lively and lovely audience across the globe. I, Supriya Kumar Velan, welcome you all to our global talk show, Share Your Life Story Experience by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And this show inspires millions. So today, on this day, we have our special guest, Mr. Andres Alberto Rodriguez Camano. Welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you so much for this invitation, Sophia. It's a pleasure for me to be here in this interview. And good morning, good afternoon, whatever in the world you are listening this streaming. Okay. Well, for our audience.
Yes. Before I take a deep dive in my journey with Mr. Andrews, I would like to tell you something great about him. He is an EFL teacher for more than 10 years in different Ecuadorian high schools, language centers, and universities. He has participated in an international TESOL course in the Kansas State University in 2013. Also, he has participated in an English teacher training TESOL methodology course awarded by the American Embassy in 2019. So, welcome once again, and I am very, very happy to host you today. Mr. Andres, moving to my journey with you today. The first question I would love to ask you about your life journey.
Okay, well, thanks for the introduction to my academic journey. Well, I introduced myself. You introduced myself as EFL academic teacher, and also now I'm immersed in the writing too. So that's a new part of my journey. But I'm going to start first describing how I get started in my academic instruction as an EFL teacher. In my early years when I studied in the university to be an EFL teacher, I prepared here in University of Guayaquil, Ecuador, where I'm originally from. I studied there 4 years, okay, for being an English teacher, and I experienced working on different schools, high schools, and some universities. So I discovered my passion first when I translated some scripts to some people from English to Spanish and also Spanish to English. So that's the first moment that when I discovered my passion in teaching, and I was absolutely convinced that um, I was going to study for being an English teacher. Um, before, apart from that, I also prepared myself in some courses, extra courses that are related to EFL teaching in my country, and also studied in the USA, where I studied in the Kansas University for 7 or 8 months approximately. That was a TESOL methodology preparation for EFL teachers. And it was a good experience because I felt I grew up more professionally and I helped in different universities and high schools. So as part of my journey, I experienced in a an academic coordinator, okay, as a curriculum designer. So I was trying to looking up some um, English as a second language in my country. So that instruction, we remain for 6 years that we had been working on that, and for me it was great because I learned from that experience. Well, nowadays I'm trying to do some research, and the topics that I'm doing research is about methodology, gamification, assessments, formative assessment, because I find inspired in the way that people learn English as a process. No, remember that, and as an EFL teacher, we don't only expect the students learn or they develop the skills and learn during the process. So I love that. I love that idea. No, well, at the university where I'm working now in the UPS here in Ecuador, um, um, and an editor and revisor of some thesis and working on an article. And that's good because I distribute my time and do different things. Classes, I teach English, and also have the opportunity to share ideas with other colleagues, in the institution.
Wow, superb one. And I must say, your journey is really an inspiration to all our viewers who are watching us, who are listening to you. That's really an incredible journey, which we are learning a lot of things from your course. In your journey, when you moved, don't you find some challenges which knocked down in your life? So, can you tell some of your challenges and how you have overcome that?
Of course. So as long as you are going through the path on your journey, you will find some moments where you struggle, but you can overcome. You can be you take the challenges in order to be better. During my path, during my journey, I will find some difficulties, but in the academic field, for example, in public education in my country, we don't work with bilingualism. So as an EFL country, um, we need more in schools, okay, in public schools, especially governments, try to support in different ways. For example, materials, logistic, teachers in different urban areas and also in the cities. No, so the problem was that we don't have the correct number of hours to teach. Normally we have it was incredible. 2 or 3 hours teaching in some levels was so hard for children to learn. And they come to school to high schools, it was hardest for teachers to try to place them in the same levels, because there were some students that they come from areas that they never learned English, others did it. So you need to prepare a curriculum in which you have to involve different strategies. So it was not an easy task to do. But as I mentioned before, so the passion you feel in order to make commitment with your work, um, it was good because it helps you to do a better job. No, so it was difficult at the beginning, but we can do it. We could do it harder. Um, During the process, another problem that I had, and I had to handle, is the time. So you know that when you spend time working in something that you find rewardable, maybe you have sacrifices, no? Personal things, maybe you are with your family, you don't spend time with other personal things that you want to that you like to achieve as well. But but it was rewarding because you were doing as you feel, no? So it was a gift that I felt, no? The time, passion, commitment were those the three elements that I consider that a professional have to keep in mind in order to achieve successfully. And don't forget your personal life. Don't separate it, because both of them are connected as well.
Wow, what an answer you have given. no matter how much we are busy in life, but we have to be a work-life balance person. We have to give equal time to our family, personal life, and also professional. So, what a balance you maintained it. That's really a great tip to our viewers, to our audience, and it's really, really a great thing which you have shared to us with us today. So, thank you so much for this lovely answer, I must say. Mr. Andres,
Okay.
you have a passion for English, Spanish languages. So, how you have developed this much love for this, your passion? Can you tell me something about your passion for the languages?
Um, I could hear you about passions, but you're referring apart from English, other hobbies, other passions. That's what you mean?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to separate my private life from because I find connection, but I still love him. For example, reading. I consider that's for reading for pleasure. No, not necessarily for academic purpose. You just read things. You just read things for things that you are undiscovered for you, things new things for you, tools that you need. For example, technology, business. Business is a brand new topic that have really immersed in these last 2 years. So digital marketing or you I remember one question about the branding. No, so branding in the company's aspect, the way that you promote your service or your product. Yeah, I think that that's something that it was very important in order to connect with other people and with your audience. In this, certainly clients or students that they want to meet you, that they want to know more about your service. So I learn more from that. Also, I love doing sports. I love swimming or do practicing basketball. Well, I spend time with my family. I love sharing new experience, and I'm open-minded to learn from different cultures and make new friends. People like you, for example, or connecting with a different audience. No? So I learn from those experiences.
Awesome, superb. And I reciprocate the same with you, Mr. Andres. Experiences are the best teachers, which you will not find in any book. The life journey which will teaches you, which gives you a lot of experience that has a more value. And whatever you will learn from your life course, you will always remember as a lesson, and you're not going to repeat those mistakes. So, superb answer. And I'm sure the viewers are really enjoying it and are taking the golden nuggets from Mr. Andrews. All right. When we are moving in your journey, we want to know what was your awakening moment in your life.
Well, I think that there were many enlightening moments in my life. Um, when I was talking about my journey, I remember in one specific moment in my life when someone told me that I can do it to be as an English teacher. That was my passion. Um, I heard my inner voice because um, I was not completely sure to be an English teacher. I was focused on studying a different career, but English was immersed there. So someone told me, why don't you use your social skills or your teaching skills and you can be an excellent teacher? So I was wondering, maybe it is. Was not sure about it because I was focused on different things. But when I was inquiring, I went to other teacher trainers and I was asking how teaching was. So I I was convinced that teaching was for me, and I prepare myself as a teacher. I feel that I'm still learning because what you learned some years ago, there are now different techniques, methods, or activities that they're useless now. So because things are renewing every day, so you need to keep moving forward. So those moments may feel enlightening me to be better. No, so part of my passion is to be a better person, to be a better teacher, recycling things, the ones that I think that I consider that I can learn from the best, but I leave behind from the past. But I took them as a better lesson to keep growing, to keep learning. For example, extra courses, increasing my English level proficiency, and also being better for my students, and also learn more applications with the technology in order to promote my hybrid classes or my asynchronous classes with my students.
Awesome. That's really, really wonderful to know that how you have utilized your social skills, your teaching skills, and you have converted into an awakening movement. And that this is really going to be an inspiration for thousands of people who are watching live today. So, Mr. Andres, hats off to you for this lovely, incredible awakening moments. I really love it. And I really got infused with a lot of confidence which you have. Thank you so much. Well,
It was my
moving
pleasure.
moving to my journey, we know that you are a language expert, you teach people, you train people. Apart from language, what hobbies do you have, and what do you do in your free time, in your leisure time activities?
Everything that cultivates your spiritual connection, mentoring. um, I think that you have a balance. The right balance is to keep your peace, okay, to slightly in order to be a better person. And when you're a better person, you can also transmit your experience when you teach. So apart from teaching, I love connecting with things that cause me spiritual connection, peace in my mind, reading, learning new things. For example, cooking, walking around, doing sports, as I mentioned you before, because spirituality is connected with body too, body and mind. Okay, as Aristotle said once, and well, things like that, no, that promotes you uh, mindfulness, peaceful, and also academic issues. And I love also, and I consider peacemaker. So I like to be part of uh, global citizen groups or affiliations, where international affiliations, where you can support other people. Now, not only in the place where I'm living in my country, and international, because one of the concepts that I have learned is that we live in one world, and one world we have similarities. We have similar rights. We have similar problems. So as humans, we can help each other.
I am getting lot of energy from your points. So superb answer. And moving to my journey once again with lovely, lovely journey, I must say, Mr. Andres, we would love to know what is your mission and vision for your life.
Well, I think it's a very interesting question about my mission. Well, the mission, I think that is something that you've discovered in your inner child, or when you discover your passion and you were start inquiring and you're responding some questions through the journey of your life. Now, it's something that you don't respond immediately. It's something that you discover and learn from the experience. And the best lesson that I learned is the role that you have. Now, I think that you're not here in this world just for one thing. No, we are here for different reasons. No, to grow, to evolve. You're part of an evolution, and also you can support other people, learn from other people. Just it's something that it's constantly life constantly changes. Suddenly it happens. So things that it's like a journey, as you mentioned. So I think that not only my mission. I think that every human has his. We have to discover our own personal mission in every field that we are. For example, if you are a teacher, if you are in the role that you are achieving, So you have to discover your mission in your inner child.
Wow. And we really discovered the inner child when you said. Superb answer. We are just mesmerized to listen to you, whatever tips and tricks you told. So it was fabulous and fantabulous. Well, Mr. Andres, you are an English teacher, trainer, coach, what not. So, may you give some tips to the people who really wants to improve their language as English?
Um, Learning a language, a target language as English or any other language that you are going to learn, demands and require time, effort, sacrifice. So I don't want to use the word sacrifice when I denotate that you have to do an extra thing now. So I know that we are rushing, we are having a very difficult lives, we are so busy, but if you want to improve your language skills, so you just need to start first with some working on some linguistic components to develop. For example, pronunciation. You have to improve your listening skills. Okay, so you're going to hear an universal English standard, no, rather than focusing on specific ones. For example, American or British pronunciation or certain one. No? So standard English, no, because if you got one standard English, you are going to be able to understand the different variety of Eng- English proficiency that you are going to learn. And obviously, your process will be full of mistakes. You will make some mistakes, but take mistakes as lessons to learn. Never stop, never believe that when you don't know something or when you make a mistake is trial and error. So you need to leave behind things that stops you, so that bothers you, and be surrounded with native and non-native speakers. Native speakers because they're the ones that you are going to learn, and non-native speakers because you are going to learn from their experience too, so you can support each other. So English is universal.
Yes, I do reciprocate with you. English is universal, and the tips and the tricks which you have told, the sharpening wisdoms, how to improve, because English is considered to be the lingua franca of any country, because we can communicate, and even you can see, I don't know your language, you don't know Hindi, my mother tongue, but still we are connected with this English language, and I am hosting you in this language on this beautiful platform. So I do agree to you, Mr. Andres. Whatever you have given tips regarding the language, it should be learned, and there should be an in curiosity to learn any language, to go into the depth, and that's where exactly your wisdom, your knowledge, your learning process starts. And of course, what you said, learning from your mistakes. That's very true. You have to learn, you have to improve, you have to be the best version. And that can be done only when you learn from your mistakes and not to be repeated. Because we learn from our mistakes and then we repeat, it's of no use. So we have to continuous learn and not to be repeated. So thank you so much for this lovely answer. Moving to my
Something that I would
journey.
like
Yeah.
to
Please tell.
Sorry. Something that I would like to add it to
Yeah.
this answer is that curiosity. You need to be curious all the time. So if you're curious, you're going to develop many questions. So you're going to ask, why? Why this word is this? Why we have to use this? So curiosity makes you be more involved in learning more uh, in linguistic areas, no? Not only in grammar, not only in speaking, so you're going to learn more. The language is connected, for example, with history, with culture, with background, okay, with social life. No, you're studying, for example, English. Maybe it's connected with United States, or it's connected with Australia, or maybe in some European countries, or other countries where English is spoken as a second language. So you are going to learn a variety of things. So it's um, it's a very huge field of learning that you are going to get involved. Thank you.
Wow, you have added these golden lines, and it's really going to work for our audience, for the people who want to learn English as the language. And it's very true. Language connects with the people, and when you know their language, you connect with the heart, and that's true. And that's really natural. So thank you so much, Mr. Andres, for your lovely journey. And we have arrived at the end of our journey, but it's not the end, it's the beginning of any journey. My question is again, I want to ask what, not question, you can say what message you want to give today to our audience.
I just want to express my gratitude to all the people who were following me, and they believe and they think that I'm doing well, and also I accept in a constructive way that when they think that I can do it better. So I'm open-minded to receive different opinions about. But fortunately, I receive rewarding from people because they they give. I feel that um, they follow me not just because I'm a as a person who teach English, as a person who can may I don't believe that I'm a role model, but I can help them in different ways. So if I can support them in different ways, and I'm ready to do it. So yes, they follow me on Facebook, and I'm open to listen different things they have. If they want to share ideas, they can write me. So I'm open to help them too and to grow with them.
Wow, awesome message. And I must say, the people, the viewers, the audience, my lovely audience who are watching this show has definitely going to take hundred and millions of key takeaways from you, from Mr. Andres, the golden lines which you said about the time management, how to improve your English, how to be the best version of yourself by maintaining a good balance between work, life. So it's really an amazing journey. Thank you so much, Mr. Andres, for being with you today on this global talk show. Thank you once again from the bottom core of my heart. Thank you so much. And once again,
It's my
I
pleasure.
thanks, yeah. And once again, I thanks all the viewers today who are watching us, who are constantly and consistently inspiring us to do be the best and dart forward in our mission. So till then, wait for another session, exhilarating session. Until then, stay healthy, happy, hale and hearty. Bye bye.
Thank you so